Democratic Party. Support legal immigration.
The democratic immigration policy, I was able to live the life that I wanted.
We welcome people from all over the world to come to the United States to build a safer, more secure, and overall better future for themselves and their families. We, however, recognize that through the current immigration system, many people are coming to the United States without the proper documentation. This is illegal, and people doing that must be punished for their actions, but not for life. We are working to find a way to eradicate the 3-year, 5-year, and permanent bans for illegal immigrants currently because it does nothing but ruin the rest of their lives. Adults making these decisions will be punished fairly, but we do not believe in punishing their children for mistakes that their parents made. That is why we support the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA, who has protected 700,000 Dreamer immigrants since its founding. The Democratic Party will continue to work to find a way to fix the nation's broken immigration system.
I'm pregnant.
A little knocked up? It's okay. The Democratic Party believes in abortion.
I'm not pregnant anymore.
Following the 1976 Roe v. Wade decision upholding abortion, the Democrats have always been staunchly in support of reproductive rights. Women's rights are human rights, and as such, it's really important that we maintain the right to choose and just make sure that women always have the choice to have an abortion. Regardless of the situation or their socioeconomic status or any of these other factors, women should always be able to have full control of their bodies, even with all of the Republicans' efforts to try to defund Planned Parenthood and just make it harder in general for women to have access to these reproductive controls. The Democrats will always fight these efforts and make sure that women always have the right to choose and will always have the support to make these right decisions.
I got into college. It costs $500,000.
Don't worry, the Democratic Party understands that higher education is too expensive for most Americans. We're trying to change that. In recent years, Americans have placed a heavier emphasis on the need for public education that is both useful and accessible to everybody. Our party has had great influence in helping to make this a reality through the formation of standards and regulations that ensure every student can have choice, resources, and quality instruction. The Democratic Party wants every American to have the opportunity for education. Therefore, our party has fought hard to lower the high cost of public college because we know that higher education is an absolute necessity for success in the modern world. And it is unfair that this type of education is not equally accessible to every American.
Get out of the way! This is my bike now!
No, it's my bike.
Get out!
It's my bike.
A little frazzled? Do not fret. Under the Democratic Party's policies, you will be protected. We believe that the Second Amendment, which endows citizens the right to own arms, is subject to reasonable regulation. Especially with the many mass shootings that have occurred recently, the Democratic Party hopes to restrict the access to guns in order to reduce gun violence in America. We will do this by improving our current background check process called the National Instant Criminal Background Check System, and we will limit the distribution of guns by increasing the necessary regulations to purchase a gun. The Democratic Party is not trying to override the Second Amendment. Rather, we are working toward limiting access to guns to a point that both protects American citizens' rights to arms while also ensuring the safety of the nation.
With strong government, regulation, and intervention, we can raise the well-being of many Americans just like you.
Come join the Democratic Party today.